If you're tired of using a 6'8 or a 6'9 build on 2K23, consider making this. The Steph Curry build is back in NBA 2K23. It took some time. I hopped in the builder, but we finally found the guard build that I'm going to be using for threes gameplay specifically in NBA 2K23. Obviously, we've had the Steph Curry build in 2K21 and NBA 2K22, but this year it's definitely improved because this build gets contact dunks plus more, but you guys will be seeing that in this video, how to make the build along with the badges that I use on this build, because obviously I have a different badge count than my 6'8 and things are different. If you guys want a jump shot, zero moves, all the animations for this build specifically because of the height restricting things that are different between my 6'1 and 6'8, let's get 150 likes on this video right here, and I got you guys with a lot of videos about this build in specific, explaining everything. But if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the post notifications as we're on that grind of 40k. And let's get into things. Y'all already know how we get down with this build on 2K. We absolutely dominate. And it's time I show you how to make it. Everything about this build is calculated to a T. Animations, badges, everything will make sense in the end. So trust me when I say this is one of the best 6'1s you can make. But for the vitals, should be pretty obvious. Position, you're going to want to put this at the point guard. Right hand, left hand, that is up to you. I've made this build at 6'1. Obviously, Steph Curry is 6'3, but 6'1 is what you want to go with. And for the weight, you are going to want to put exactly 169 pounds. Now you guys can see in the bottom right of the screen when I go from 169 pounds to 170, the acceleration goes from a 95 to a 94. And you want that 95 acceleration because once you get gym wrap, you will have a 99 acceleration already when this build is said and done, when everything is upgraded. And that's what you want. And for the wingspan, you're going to want to go with 6'7". That is the max you can go at if you want the gold limitless. And that's exactly how I made this build, gold limitless on top of limitless range takeover. Absolutely insane. So make sure you throw on the 6'7" wingspan so you guys can see the 6'8 puts your three-pointer at a 91. And for the gold limitless, you need a 92. Body shape is all preference at the end of the day, but for my build specifically, and because of the improvements on this build to previous years, because it gets contact dunks and all of that, I put the body shape to slight so I can maneuver around screens and maneuver around the defense the best I can with no issues. Starting off with the finishing, keep in mind everything badge wise, animation wise will make sense on this build when everything is said and done. So just listen to what I have to say. Driving dunk, you're going to want to put this to an 86. Majority of people on the 6'1 have their driving dunk at an 80 for the 99 steal. You have 17 defense and above an 80 steal, so you will be fine in that area. But because of the 86 driving dunk, you guys can see in the top right of the screen, we will get gold limitless takeoff, and that's all you need for those unstoppable continuous animations with the quick drops. You really only need silver, but the 86 gets you some extra dunk animations. You obviously get the contact dunks at 84. And then the driving layup, you're going to want to put that to a 75. I'm not really worried about layup package on this build, to be honest, because I'm obviously just going to be spamming quick drops if I'm driving to the paint because I'm a 300. But you might unlock a driving layup animation or two, and obviously driving layup is very important this year, so make sure you have a high driving layup, and then the 50 close shot, so you'll have 17 finishing. For the three-pointer, you're going to want to put this at a 92. And obviously, when you put it from 91 to 92, you get the gold limitless range. And obviously, you get all tier 3 badges. After you, I'll be showing the badges at the end. But once you core everything, this build is going to be crazy. For the mid-range, you're going to want to put this to an 80 for the lowest 25 shooting badges. Everything badge-wise will make sense at the end, but just put your mid-range to an 80. Keep the free throw at a 67. Ball handle, you're going to want to put this to a 95. Now, when you put your ball handle at a 95, y'all can see in the tier 2 category, you get Hall of Fame unpluckable. And obviously, steals are still crazy this year. We don't know if they're going to do anything to steals, so you need to have that unpluckable as high as you can have it. Pass accuracy, I put this to an 80 for the 24 playmaking, and then speed with ball you have at an 80. Ball handle and acceleration. Speed with ball does not matter this year. There's been tests done where you have 25 speed with ball and 99 speed with ball, and they both do the same thing, and you get to the same spot at the same time. Take my word for it, but if you don't, go ahead and look it up on YouTube. I promise you there's videos on it. For the defense on this build, you aren't going to want to touch interior defense. Don't put anything to it. It's basically a waste. You're already 6'1", you're already on a small build, so there's no point of putting stats there. Perimeter defense, you're going to want to put this to a 76. Now, this is honestly the one part of the build where nothing is really restricted animation-wise. If you decide to do different things here, you can give yourself less defense, but this is just how I made the build, and it has 17 defensive badges when it's all said and done. 82 steal, and then you're going to want to put your defensive rebound to a 35. That little defensive rebound from 31 to 35 doesn't really mean anything. It's just to top off the build at 99, so the build is fully completed and made. But for the physicals, you're going to want to put your speed to an 80. If you don't know, your speed and your speed with ball is different. Your speed is how quick your player moves off ball when your player doesn't have the ball in their hands. So it's not extremely important, especially on a 6'1", because I'm going to have the ball majority of the time, and when I don't, it's not like I'm going to be dexing or doing something crazy like that. But the acceleration, this is where things are very important. If you're on a small guard like this, the higher your acceleration, y'all are going to see in future videos. The acceleration makes your player move at an insane speed on top of the 95 ball handle. It's absolutely unstoppable. So just make sure you throw in your acceleration to a 95. Strength, you're going to want to put to a 29, just like the defensive rebound is just to make the build complete at 99. Vertical, you're going to want to put this to a 75. It's going to unlock certain dunk animations because you have the driving dunk at an 86. And this gives you a consistent quick drop off one animation if you obviously equip that dunk animation, have on either silver limitless or gold limitless. And then for the stamina, same thing with Gym Rat. Just like how you're going to have 99 acceleration, you're going to have 99 stamina. You're going to have a full bar of stamina on top of the Gatorade boost if you have that, on top of the Gym Rat blue bar if you have that as well. And that completes this build at 99 overall. I've been experimenting with a few takeovers, but this is what I'm going with as of right now, and it is very OP. And I don't even have Agent 3s with the build yet. Y'all will get gameplay as, you know what I'm saying, I upgrade the build and get a little issue resolved. But primary takeover, I have pull-up precision, and then secondary takeover, I have limitless range. And y'all will see the build name. Unfortunately, there's no similarities to Steph Curry, but I call this the Steph Curry build because, like in 2K21 and 2K22, I had the play shot, and this right here is the shot creator. Very clean, very simple build name. Let me show you the badges you should use when this build is said and done. Everyone's badge count is going to look a little bit different based off of how many badge quests you finished, whether it's on current gen or next gen. Things are a little bit different on both games, but for next gen strictly, you can have a max of +6 badges as of right now if you've hit level 39 in season 1, level 39 in season 2, and done the +4 badge quest in my career. But for this build and finishing, you're going to want to put Aerial Wizard at gold, Giant Slayer at gold, Masher at bronze, Dream Shake at bronze is a badge I use for my pump fakes, triple threat moves, and stuff like that. Fearless Finisher, you're going to want to put this to bronze. Limitless Takeoff, you are going to want to core this badge. Y'all know how core badges work. If you don't already, go ahead and look on YouTube. I'm not going to explain again. And then Slithery, you're going to want to put this at silver. Shooting badge wise, this is what I'm going to be going with. Bronze Corner Specialist, Bronze Mini Magician, Gold Green Machine. I upgrade this a little bit on my guard because I heard that this badge is a little bit more influential this year, and I'm seeing what it's like on gold versus bronze. I have on bronze amped. Agent 3 I have as my core badge for shooting, Deadeye on bronze, and then Limitless on golds. Now this is where the badge thing comes into play. When you add the +2 from one of the quests, you're going to then have +5 badge points available. You're going to want to put that on bronze blinders. The playmaking badge category on this build is something you're going to have to be a little bit patient with. and it's gonna make more sense as the seasons go on, as long as you continue to hit level 39. But I go with Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame unpluckable, because like I said, for the steals being crazy this year, you want to have unpluckable the highest you can. Bronze bailout, so you can throw out of those shots if you need to. Handles for days, I have that as my core badge. Killer combos, I have that on gold. And then you're gonna add +3 right here to make it 27 playmaking, and then you get the clamp breaker on bronze. Or if you want to switch things around a little bit, you could add one less to shooting, silver clamp breaker, or you could even put it on gold. It's all dependent on what you want to do. And then when it comes to the defensive badges, you're going to want to put box out beast on bronze, so you can get those box outs in the corner if you need to. Off-ball pest on a Hall of Fame, pogo stick on bronze, menace on bronze, workhorse on bronze, and then you're gonna want to put on silver interceptor as your core badge, and then challenger to get those contests if someone passes it to the corner or you need to get a quick contest and have a chance at contesting it, because you're obviously such a small build. Obviously, those aren't the complete badges on this build entirely. Y'all will see gameplay eventually when I play in wagers, tournaments, and stuff like that. I wasn't able to show the entire badge count, but I showed you how to make the build, the takeovers I recommend, and the badges I would recommend on this build. 2K23 is dominated by 6'8s and 6'9s, and if you want to make something different, consider making this build. And let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments if you do end up making it. I spent a lot of time perfecting the build and making sure it was perfect for me and for you, the people that end up making it, if you do. But make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on the post notifications as we're on that grind of 40K. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.